Now, I don't know if you guys have been following this story, but Tesla stock has dropped 6% after 2 executives resigned, and Elon Musk did a podcast with Joe Rogan. Now, on this podcast, Elon Musk talked about some of the most honest, most genuine things. He talked about the future of artificial intelligence and how if we want to thrive in the future, we need to learn how to regulate it. He talked about LA traffic and his solutions to the problem that is LA traffic and how he's going to dig underground to solve this. He talked about the future of fossil fuels. He talked about based and simulated reality. But all the mainstream press could focus on was that he had a bit of weed and he drank a little bit of whiskey. Now, I agree with the mainstream press 100%. I think Elon Musk in his spare time, he should just be eating fruit and vegetables. What's he doing drinking whiskey to have a bit of fun, having a couple of sips? No, that's completely wrong. He should maybe be watching the news and eating completely healthy in his spare time. Now, I'm obviously just joking. When he actually smoked the weed, he didn't inhale it, so it's technically not smoking weed, and he had about this much whiskey in his glass, sipping away at it. But obviously the press will just focus, the mainstream press I'm talking about, just focus on the negatives, and they don't focus on the amazing conversation between a regular normal guy, Joe Rogan, and arguably the biggest genius of all time in today's world, Elon Musk. I mean, can you guys just imagine? Imagine if we could talk to Einstein for 2.5 hours, asking him any question we want. That essentially was this interview, and the mainstream press come out and say, Elon Musk went on a random podcast and smoked weed and drank whiskey. It's just appalling the way that they portrayed this amazing conversation between a normal guy and a genius. I mean, you guys should definitely go and listen to this. I think it's going to be one of the biggest podcasts of all time, especially any Tesla shareholders. You want to listen to this and see how much of a genius Elon Musk is, and actually how much of a good guy he is. You know, he's really set out to solve the world's issues. That's why he started Tesla. That's why he started SpaceX, to reach Mars and have a different planet to live on. His heart is in it, and he's using his knowledge to help benefit the world, and I think he's one of the best. I would say he's one of the best guys on the planet. Maybe not, but I really like the way he thinks, and I like the way he's just using his values to help benefit society. So, but anyway, in this video, I did want to focus on Tesla stock, and I am actually thinking about buying the stock after listening to the podcast. After seeing the stock drop, I do hope it drops some more. If it drops a lot more, I definitely will be purchasing it. If it doesn't, I'm still iffy. And I'm going to tell you the 4 reasons why I am thinking about buying Tesla stock. So the first reason why I want to buy Tesla stock is because I actually really like Elon Musk. After listening to this interview, after reading articles on him, and after listening to previous interviews, I do genuinely like the guy. He just wants to add good into the world. And this comes to my second point, which is I believe Tesla stock is adding a lot of good value into the world. You know, we're taking carbon and throwing it into the Earth's atmosphere at crazy rates. It's a stupid experiment to be doing, and we don't know the exact repercussions that this will have on the Earth as a whole. But the one thing that we do know for sure is that we need to move towards sustainable energy. And this is what Tesla is doing. Tesla's main focus is obviously electric cars, which is turning one of the greatest earth polluters into something that is sustainable and renewable. It's such a great mission to be a part of. So obviously if you are a shareholder of Tesla, then you are a part of this mission. So my second reason is that Tesla is adding good into the world. My third reason is that there is a lot of potential for profit. You know, if we can get the world to transform towards sustainable energy and Tesla dominates the sector, imagine how big of a company that Tesla could be. It could be what, 2 times, 3 times, 10 times the size of the company as it is today. Now, I'm not saying there is no risk. There is obviously risk, as Elon Musk alluded to in the podcast with Joe Rogan. He said it's very hard to keep a company afloat. But if Tesla can do this in the short term, in the long term, we could see the stock just being massive. We could see Tesla grow to a massive company. And my fourth reason is it'll be a fun ride. You know, whenever you are part of something that is looking to grow into the future and to transform the world, a company like Tesla, it's going to be fun. And when you've got the head of a company like this, who is Elon Musk, who's eccentric, who's a genius, who's out there, it's going to be a great and entertaining ride. So those are the 4 reasons why I'm thinking about Tesla stock. And if I do buy it, I'll obviously make a video on it and let you guys know why I will be buying it. Or if I don't buy it, I might make a video on why I'm not. But in the end, the main story for me is how the mainstream press likes to manipulate the storyline a bit. When you've just listened to one of the best conversations, one of the best podcasts of all time, the mainstream press likes to focus it towards something negative. And I've seen them do this quite a lot of times in the media, and to be honest, I just don't like that. So guys, I want to know your thoughts on the mainstream media and how they produce their own storylines to make things towards the negative just to get views and clicks. I think that's the main reason why they do that. So drop your thoughts on that below, and also drop your thoughts below on Tesla stock. Are you guys going to be buying? Why aren't you buying? Why are you buying? Or are you indifferent and you just want to be entertained and watch the ride as it goes along? Let me know in the comments. I love seeing what you guys have to say. Anyway, just a quick video today, a quick sort of entertaining video. I'd highly recommend going to watch that podcast, and guys, I'll see you in the next video.